चलो था पुढे मी चालू ఇప్పుడు ಮತ್ತೆ My dear net set aspirants, my dear brothers and sisters, my dear students, namaskar. I am your DGK sir, village Tolanur Taluka Akkalkot district Sholapur Maharashtra. I heartily welcome all of you. Today's in this session we are discussing about English literature subtopic European literature. Under European literature, earlier just I completed French literature. Now in this video I am talking about German literature. After that, in the next video I will talk about Italian literature. Italian literature, Germany literature, or French literature, it comes under European literature. And I promise you that you will get 2 marks. One question easily they will focus on German literature. Then what is German literature? Literature, already you know what is literature. Literature means sahitya. Literature, it is the information about the society. What the society is, that is reflected in the literature, and the literature is reflecting. Literature and society both are interrelated to each other. Here German literature means the people who are using German language, the people who are using German language in Germany, in Belgium, in Switzerland. Okay, look at the Germany, Austria, Germany, Germany, Austria, Belgium, Switzerland. The people who are using German language in these countries, and the literature which is produced in German language is known as German literature. And this German literature is focusing on the themes exploration of human nature. What is human nature? They are finding human nature in their work. Self-discovery. Who am I? What is the meaning of life? Why should we live? What is the purpose of our living? Self-discovery. And post-war literature. After First World War and Second World War, what consequence happened on the entire world, that is reflected in this German literature. Existentialism is focused in this German literature. Here I wrote 9 important writer and their work. I request all of you, please remember all these 9 writer and their work. Don't go inside the meaning or the detailed summary of this story. Only remember the writer name and their work. No need to remember even the publication date also. Only remember the title, name of work and writer name. Hermann Hesse. He is from Germany. He wrote one novel, Siddhartha. Remember Siddhartha. This novel was published in 1922. Hermann Hesse, in this novel, the subtitle of Siddhartha is an Indian novel. Remember, please remember. The subtitle of Siddhartha, Gautama Buddha's story is related. Gautama Buddha's story is reflected in this story. Siddhartha means Gautama Buddha. Siddhartha, the subtitle is an Indian novel. It is a novel, it is a self-discovery novel. It was published in 1922. It is written in 2 parts, part 1, part 2. Part 1 is dedicated to Roman Roland, and the second part of Siddhartha novel is dedicated to Wilhelm Gundert. He is a cousin of Hermann Hesse. Okay, please remember. Another novel of Hermann Hesse is Stephen Wolf. But this novel is popular. Please remember it is an exam point of view information. Second novel by Hermann Hesse, Stephen Wolf. Then Bertolt Brecht. He wrote one work, the Three Penny Opera. Three Penny Opera. It was published in 1928. It is a play. The play is known as Play with Music. And this play is taken the story of John Gay's The Beggar's Opera. This story is reflected. This story's adaptation was happened in the Three Penny Opera. The question is going to ask, who wrote the Penny Opera? Three Penny Opera. Bertolt Brecht. Okay. It was based on John Gay's Beggar's Opera. Another work by Bertolt Brecht, Mother Courage and Her Children. Please remember this work. Now, next, Gunter Grass, a well-known German writer. Tintern Drum. This is a work written by Gunter Grass, 1959. It is a story of Third Reich decline. Now, world famous writer Franz Kafka. Kafka. He wrote the work Metamorphosis. Once again, I'm telling you that I'm not telling the summary of these works. Later on, when I will get the time, I will tell you. No need to remember the story, because that story will not ask in the exam. Later on, after passing SET and NET exam, you can read the story, then you can develop your knowledge. Now, Franz Kafka, Metamorphosis. And this novella means what? Novella means it is shorter than novel and bigger than short story. What is the meaning of novella? Novella means it is a literary work. It is bigger than short story, and it is smaller than novel, is known as novella. It was published in 1915. Which? Metamorphosis. We can call it Metamorphosis. Another title of Metamorphosis is Transformation. Okay. It is absurd play. Here in this novella, Metamorphosis, there is a story. There is one salesman. Okay. His name Gregor Samsa. One day, suddenly he transformed himself, and one day he realized that I transformed and I became one huge insect, and that insect is known as cockroach. It is a story of one salesman, George Salesman. Okay. Now, another work by Franz Kafka, The Trial. Remember. Then Thomas Mann, a social critic, social worker. Thomas Mann. He wrote Death in Venice. It is a novella published in 1912. Novella means bigger than short story and smaller than a novel. Another work by Thomas Mann, The Tragic Mountain. Please remember this. Death in Venice. Who wrote? Thomas Mann. The Tragic Mountain. Then Budden Brooks. One more well-known writer, John Wolfgang von Goethe. I am unable to pronounce in a proper way, but Johann Wolfgang Goethe. This is a famous work, Fast, written by Goethe. The subtitle of Fast is A Tragedy. It is written in two parts, part 1 and part 2. Another play by John Goethe, Prometheus. Next, he wrote one poem, Poems of West and East, Christian and Muslim. That tradition he has mentioned in this poem, West and East. Next, Sorrows of Young Werther. It is also written by Goethe. Then, another work, All Quiet on the Western Front. All Quiet on Western Front, written by Remarque. Remember. Next one work, Patrick Suskind. It is one story, Perfume, the story of murderer. Then Michael Ende. Michael Ende, The Never Ending Story. This work is related to children literature. It is a children fiction. German literature is important literature. It is short literature. It is exam oriented literature. It is important literature. You will get easy mark. You will get 2 marks. Remember these writers' name. Once again, just write down in your notebook. Clearly write in your notebook, and please every day just give the 5 minutes and you will get 2 marks. This is my technique. How I qualified set exam and net exam. Till today I'm not master over this literature. Just I recalled all these names and I wrote in the exam. You also follow the same technique. Thank you so much. Namaskar. And the same information is written in my yes. Once again, I'm showing you, this is my literature book. If possible, please purchase this book and read it. Along with this book, you can also take my MCQ question bank. Look at the German literature, how I wrote in the book. See. Okay. This is all states information I wrote in this book. This is my Bible. This is my Bible. This is my Bhagavad Gita. This is my Quran. This is my life. Thank you.